Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to walk you through the Roborock app settings for the Roborock Qrevo Curv 2 Flow. If you're interested in the Curv 2 Flow, the link to it will be in the video description. So I'm just going to show you in this walkthrough each individual setting, and you can get a better feel for what this device is capable of. A lot of these features, it's not a I tell you which one to set is best, because it really depends on your cleaning preferences and needs. But I hope this video is helpful nonetheless. So first things first, we're back here on the main screen. We can select our correct device. So we'll go right into it. You can just tap on the title or the image to be taken into this screen where we already have our map made. We'll just start in the top right-hand corner and work our way down. So first up on the right-hand corner is our settings gear icon. This takes us to all of our device settings. And then in that top right-hand corner, we have a search bar, so we can search for settings. We can view our cleaning history. We can set a schedule. So if you want to schedule a task for this to run, you can do that right there. Start. When do you want to repeat? Which days of the week? What task do you want? Full, room, routine, or cruise? And then what's the cleaning mode, right? So tons of options here to really customize it exactly how you want. Maybe you want multiple schedules for different rooms, for everything. You get the idea. So that's our scheduling feature. Next, we have our maintenance section. This just shows us common parts and components and when it's time to clean or conduct maintenance. So we can just see everything right there. Take a look at the filter, how often it's been used, how long we have remaining. If you put a new filter in or rinse it out, make sure you hit the reset button there for it. And then we have our dust bag down here. So when you swap that out, you will just not have anything to mark because it just says replace as needed. So that's what you got there for the dust bag. And then everything else is kind of in between, right? Dirty water channel, just showing you the status of them. A couple options here. You can extend the cover and all of that, which is pretty cool. So you have some control there in the maintenance section. Moving right along, carpet cleaning section. How do you want it to handle things like lift mop cloth mounts to vacuum carpets first, lift mop cloth mounts to vacuum carpets, right? So you can see from these helpful diagrams what's going on in each one by hitting that little question mark. But simple, straightforward here. Carpet boost settings. Do you want to do deep carpet cleaning? Do you want to avoid cleaning wires and debris along carpet borders? Avoid cross or ignore carpets. So you can tweak these settings, again, as you see fit. Then we have our floor cleaning settings. What cleaning pattern do you want? Smart. Do you want to clean along the floor direction? Or do you want mixed pattern cleaning? That will just depend on the wear and tear of your floors and transitions and seams. Flexi arm design, extended mopping, automatic remopping, deep cleaning for heavy dirt or stains. That's a beta feature. You can enable that. Pet area deep cleaning. You can enable that if you have pets as well. Moving right along, our dock settings. What mop wash frequency do you want? Smart, by room or by time. So you can set all that up. 10 to 25 minute increments. Then we have our washing mode, smart, light, balance, deep, or soak. And then what temperature do you want? Room or high. Dustbin auto frequency, off, balanced, or high. Empty mode, smart, light, balanced, or max. Again, depending on how dirty your house is. Drying start method, auto, manual, scheduled. What duration do you want? Eco, standard, or deep? It's like 2, 3, 4 hours. Dock maintenance, self-cleaning for the cleaning tray. And then we have our onboard water tank. Basically, you can drain it if you're going to move it, which is pretty cool. Then we have our active obstacle avoidance. I like to turn on obstacle photos myself. What collision mode do you want? High coverage or less collision? Pet, do you have a pet? You can enable that. And if you do you want to turn on pet snaps? It can take photos of them. AI environment recognition. And then your fill light settings. If you want to turn off basically the built-in LED light, you can do that right there. Here's our manage map section. So we can save maps. We can choose our home layout if we have a single or multi-level layout. How you want it to recognize where it's at on the floor by itself, or do you want to manually input the map each time? Here's our current map. We can add new maps down at the bottom. This does support multi-level mapping if you have multi-level selected. We can edit our map or restore our map. We'll look at that again in a second here. This does have a built-in voice assistant. You can use Hello Rocky if you want. You have access to all those settings. Remote viewing, so you can activate remote viewing and it can drive and patrol around your house, which is pretty cool. You have some additional settings here to adjust. Connect to the Matter network. If you want to enable Matter, you can do that here. Then we have more options. Do not disturb. What charging mode do you want? Do you want to enable off-peak charging? You can do that. Button lights, child lock, offline map. Then pin and go. So basically we can drop a pin on the map and have it go to that particular area, and then you could conduct a spot clean. Remote control, you can drive it yourself. Just pretty neat. And then we got a roller mop retraction right there. Then below that, user manual, product info, device sharing, firmware updates, and delete the device. So a lot of key settings for you. Let's go back to our main screen. To the left of that settings gear icon in the top right-hand corner, we have our pencil and paper icons. So this is our map editing. We have two tabs, edit map or view map details. Map details, do you want to see your map in 2D or 3D? Do you want all of these things on or off of your map? You can enable or disable that. And then back to map editing, choose the map. You can back up, restore, delete it. And then with that little map plus, so we could do a quick mapping there. We can add no-go zones to control our cleaning areas. So do you want to add an invisible wall? Do you want to add no-go zones? You can add multiples of each. Everything's drag and drop to readjust. Then we can edit our rooms. You can merge, divide, rename, or remove rooms. So if you need to configure your map, you can do that. And again, it's pretty simple. So just select adjacent rooms to merge. You get the idea. Select a room to divide, right? So we could divide this room. And then we got the line there. So just get it exactly how you want it. Then we can edit furniture. I don't do this, but you can add furniture to your map if you want to build it out that way. And then we have edit surface. So we can adjust the floor type here. So tile, floor horizontal, floor vertical, or default. We have carpet areas. So you want to add rectangular or round carpet on your map. You can do that. And then thresholds. So smart moves over doorways and steps. You can add thresholds. It's going to be that little yellow icon. And again, it's drag and drop. That's going to be your map options. And then to the left of that, the video camera icon. That's going to be your live video monitoring. Again, where you can patrol around your house. You can do that right there. And then making our way towards the bottom of the screen, we have 4 tabs: full, room, zone, and routine. So we have different cleaning options. You can do a routine clean here. And you can add the routine and set it up. You can clean by zone, and you can add multiple zones, and you can customize the clean for that zone. You can clean individual rooms, which is pretty cool. And then you'll notice in each room, you can adjust the cleaning settings. Maybe you want the kitchen to be heavier mopping and the entryway being heavier vacuuming, right? You can configure all of that here in the app. Or you can do a full clean and clean everywhere. And below those 4 tabs, in the bottom left-hand corner, the vacuum and mop option shows us all the different options. So we can customize based on each room. So again, we can configure each room to different cleaning settings, and you can hit that edit button to do that. We have a general clean, so we can just vacuum, and you can see all of our suction settings, cleaning count, and then the route options. Basically, it's going to be your fast all the way up to your high intensity or deepest clean. Vacuum and mop. So we can vacuum and mop, and we can adjust suction, water levels, right? All of that, drag and drop there, how many times you want it to clean, and what route preference you want. We can vacuum followed by a mop if you want to do that separately. Same thing, right? Adjust all of that there in the cleaning count. And if we want, above general, we can go to smart plan. So you can have AI handle it all for you and just enable smart plan and clean that way. For me personally, I like to just do vacuum and mop, and I usually set up on a schedule and it runs every night. But up to you how you want to do that. Then front and center at the bottom, we have the play button. That's going to be how it starts to clean. And bottom right-hand corner, the dock button takes us to some quick dock settings. We have dock control and dock settings here. So looking at dock control, we can initiate an empty, a wash, or a dry. And then dock settings, these are settings we already looked at, but another way to see them. And this also takes us back to the full list of dock settings if we hit that more button in the bottom right-hand corner. But we can quickly adjust mop wash frequency, the washing mode, auto empty frequency, empty mode, and drying duration right there as well. So overall, it's a very detailed and feature-rich app that's very customizable.